Hello, my name is Giovanni Barajas, and we will be talking about cannibalism from a biological standpoint. We will be talking about what is cannibalism, the importance of study of cannibalism, the types of cannibalism, the reasons for cannibalism, the diseases that humans can get from committing cannibalism, the historical perspective of cannibalism, survival cases, and cultural and ethical considerations. What is cannibalism? Cannibalism is defined as the act of a life form consuming another member of the same species as food. Anthropology is when a human commits cannibalism. And the word cannibalism comes from the Spanish word cannibals. The Spaniards used this word to refer to the Carib people of the West Indies that were known to have practiced cannibalism. The importance of studying cannibalism is that various economical roles and evolutionary significance. The evolutionary significance of cannibalism is natural selection, evolutionary trade-offs, and understanding behaviors. And ecological roles is population dynamics, resource competition, and food web interactions. There are three different types of cannibals. There is intraspecific cannibalism, obligate cannibalism, and facultative cannibalism. Intraspecific cannibalism is the fact or the act of an animal consuming a member of its species. It is a common event that is seen in various animal groups with many reasons why. There is resource scarcity, competition for territory, and population control. An obligate cannibal is a cannibal that has it in its life cycle and part of its diet. Examples of an obligate cannibal is a dark fisher spider and a praying mantis. A facultative cannibal is a species that engages in facultative cannibalism, only do so during certain conditions and situations. Also known as forced cannibalism, this cannibal is found all over the animal kingdom. The conditions are many. There's lack of resources, simplicide, and when a mother in the wild has too many young. The difference between obligate cannibals and facultative cannibals is that an obligate cannibal does it as part of his life cycle or diet, and a facultative cannibal does it out of necessity, out of survival and food. Reasons for cannibalism. There are four. The first one is nutritional benefits that may permit for the more efficient conversion of conspecific diets in a reusable resource than a fully herbaceous diet. Another reason for cannibalism is population control. The occurrence of cannibalism in the tents of population control grows greater in nutritionally lacking environments, as life forms resort to eating members of their own species as a way to decrease the competition. Another reason, sad reason, is survival strategies. This occurs in nature and in humans. Starvation can lead people to use human flesh as an alternate to food in times of extreme famine or life-threatening conditions. Also, if an animal mother doesn't have enough food, they will eat some of the young so they can care for the other young. Behavioral advantages and other factors is to why life forms will commit cannibalism. A behavioral advantage to cannibalism is it frees up food, territory, and shelter. And it betters the fitness of the cannibal by lowering the crowding effects. The diseases that cannibalism can give to humans are two. There's the Kuru disease, a rare disease that was found in the 4 people of Papua New Guinea that practice funerary cannibalism. They got it from the brain, and more specifically the infectious misfolded proteins called prions. Another disease that you can get from cannibalism is a disease of the mind. The Wendigo psychosis is a mental disease that is caused by eating human flesh constantly. It can lead to paranoia, anxiety, hallucinations, and cannibalistic urges due to several reasons, such as the scarcity of food and deep stress. Cannibals across the biological groups. First, we have invertebrates. Spiders and praying mantises will commit sexual cannibalism. The females will reproduce with the males, and then they will partially or entirely eat the males for substance. And then scorpions and sea stars will eat, other scorpions and sea stars in territorial disputes or just for food. Amphibians. Frogs will commit cannibalism in every part of their cycle or their life cycle. Tadpoles will be eating their siblings due to overcrowding. And frogs, full-grown frogs, will eat each other due to territorial disputes and just for food. Salamanders have also been observed to eat each other to decrease population and for survival. They even morph to better consume other salamanders. They will develop bigger heads and fangs to better eat each other. This process is called cannibalistic morphing. Mammals are known to commit cannibalism in the wild. Lions will eat other baby lions when taking over a pride. Hamsters will eat their young due to food shortages. Chimpanzees will occasionally kill and eat rival chimpanzees and even their young for protein. And polar bears will eat younger polar bears in times of scarcity of prey. Cells will even commit cannibalism in your body all the time. It happens when tissues have been damaged. The healthier cells will eat the damaged cells. It happens during tumor growth and metastasis. When the tumor spreads, it will eat the other surrounding cells and can happen normally just whenever you need new tissues and your organs are growing. Historical perspective. Cannibalism is older than our species, going back to Homo erectus. There are many reasons that cannibalism has been practiced over the years, going from ritualistic to for survival or just part of some of our ancestors' diets. Many groups have practiced cannibalism, such as the Aztecs of Central America, the Fijian tribes of Fiji, and some of the tribes of North America, and countless other groups in every continent. The earliest example of cannibalism that we know of was discovered in Kenya from a shin bone that was 1.4 million years old. The shin bone had markings that were made from stone tools. The theory is a Paleolithic human struck the bone with the stone tools to get the flesh. There were 9 distinctive cuts in the bone. Survival situations. Throughout history, there has been many cases where people would get stranded or stuck somewhere without food. Also, there has been cases of famine so great or war so devastating that there is just no food around. In these dire situations, people have been known to resort to cannibalism for survival. This is one of those cases. It's called the Andes flight disaster. On the 13th of October, 1972, due to human error, a flight crashed into the Andes Mountains in Argentina. There were 45 people on board. Immediately after the plane crash, 10 people died. And in the following 72 days, 19 people would perish from the sub-zero temperatures and starvation and their injuries sustained from the crash. The people, or the survivors, sustained themselves on the deceased bodies to survive until help arrived. This is a prime example of facultative cannibalism due to lack of resources. The cultural significance of cannibalism has been used in various ways all through history. In some ancient civilizations, such as certain indigenous tribes, cannibalism has been used as a ritual. Cannibalism initially intimately connected with their ways and worship. In some cases, this practice was to honor the dead and was to ensure that the community is united. An example of this is the 4 people of Papua New Guinea with their funerary cannibalism. It was to honor their dead even after death. Ethical considerations. In modern society, anthropophagy is viewed with disdain, and rightfully so. The act of consuming another human's flesh goes against what it means to be human. To be human is to be part of a community and to care for one another, bettering oneself and the lives of others around us. In the situations of people having to resort to cannibalism, be it by extreme famine or conflict, underlying the human desire to survive, to see another day, even if that means committing such an act as cannibalism. Summary of key points. Cannibalism is defined as the act of a life form eating another of its species. Cannibalism has various ecological roles and evolutionary processes. There's 3 types of cannibalism: intraspecific, occultative, and facultative. The reason for cannibalism are natural benefits, population control, and survival strategies, behavioral advantages. Cannibalism is a very common in the wild, and a lot of animals practice cannibalism for many reasons. And lastly, humans have practiced cannibalism for many years, and it has been done for many different purposes. This is my works citing page. Thank you.